So, welcome Dan to the Razor's Edge, and thanks for taking the time to have a chat. How are you doing after that? That was a great show.
Thanks very much. No, it's been ace. It's been a while since we've been down to Bristol.
Yeah.
I think the last time we were down here, pre-COVID, isn't it? So
everything's pre-COVID.
Yeah, everything's pre-COVID these days. So 3-4 years I think since we played down here, but that's been excellent today.
And
really good.
The crowd were really into it tonight.
Yeah, it's been really nice. Really good to see this many people out on a Monday, obviously, because it's. I don't know what gigs have been like down here at all, but see that many people out on Monday nights.
The last time I was over here was Green Lung, and that was
nice,
as you would imagine.
Yeah, fair.
But you were you managed to cram in a little European tour, didn't you? Autumn, so that must have got you blown a bit of the cobwebs away.
Yeah, for sure. So autumn we did. It was meant to be 15. I think 15 shows out in Europe. It ended up being 13 because a couple got cancelled because of COVID whilst we were there. But that was awesome. Just to get back out playing again, and I think we did that. Yeah, that was pre-damnation. So just to have, as I say, cobwebs gone, and just out playing again. And we were very lucky in a way because pretty much every single place we played, it was their first gig in about 2 years for a metal gig. So every single night was just everyone out, really good crowds, everyone just super excited. I think we could have turned up and just played absolute crap, but no, it was wicked. It was really nice. And just being back out on tour again after.
And have you noticed any kind of change in the crowds since you've been back, or are they just as up for it as they were before? Or
a little bit. I mean, we had 2 or 3 seated gigs.
Yeah.
So the first gig we actually played back was, I think that was in Nijmegen, and that was seated. Yeah. And then we had a couple of seated ones in Spain as well. Yeah. Which is a very different sort of vibe to play to, but cool as well. Very nice, and even by the end of there's Barcelona, I'm sure everyone's out of their seats and stuff like that. So it's very cool. But then you go to somewhere like Leon, and everyone's crowd surfing still within 2 or 3 tracks. So there's some places are very different. Some places it's it's never changed, and metal never went away, and it's very cool. But just to have that many people sort of out on that tour was just wicked and just proper nice to do.
And then you did Damnation, of course, which kind of got the record for how many bodies they could squeeze in that room.
Yeah. Which was ace for me, because that's actually a hometown show for me as well, because I'm from Leeds. But that's because I've lived in Scotland for 15 years. That's the first time I've ever actually got to go to Damnation.
Yeah. So was that your first time at Damnation?
Yeah. So that was my first time. I mean, I don't know why I missed the last 2 or 3 years of it. Yeah. But because Victor had been down for a few. But that's the first time I've ever been there. I was it. Loved it. Yeah. Loved all of it. The lineup they've got, the whole atmosphere of the place, the atmosphere of the crowd. Everyone just seems to want to go and see every band going.
Yeah, it's a bloody nightmare.
Yeah, it can be. Luckily, I got a pass, so I get to skip the queues. But I can imagine, it's good that they're moving to the bigger place in Manchester. I think as much as I'm from Leeds and we like our rivalry with Manchester, I think they're definitely doing the right thing of upping the venue size, and it's got to that stage now where they definitely need it. Looking at that sort of thing.
And I think for me, the whole thing, having been to a few Damnations, was the fact that it was, apart from a couple of French bands, it was virtually all British. Yes. It was actually a real good showcase for British metal and all kinds, because you had thrash, you had death,
exactly.
you had black,
you had Hellripper downstairs, absolutely tearing it up. There was quite a good Scottish contingent as well. I mean, obviously I'm from Leeds, but we're based up in Scotland. The Scottish contingent was pretty crazy. Having Pike and Hellripper was there. And then, as you say, it was great that the French bands could make it over, but to say that we've still got that strong a scene here after 2 years of no one being able to play, it just shows how strong the British scene is at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was a brilliant showcase, even more than Bloodstock, to be honest. It was.
I miss Bloodstock, so
it was a real focused one. And talking to Scotland, obviously you got that little award very recently, which congratulations. That must be brilliant.
No, it was really nice. I mean, just to be up for that sort of thing's completely new experience for us, but that was very nice. Victor and Dudley and Alan all went to award ceremony last week, and they seem to have a very nice time, and those guys are really cool. Even outside of our genre, the lineups they've had for the hip-hop category, that they had for the indie category, it's all really strong stuff. So again, just seeing that sort of obviously that's more the Scottish side of things, but like just seeing that and the amount of strong music again coming through that is just another testament to how sort of good stuff is.
Absolutely. And you're now featuring quite rightly in a lot of the top polls of the year, which must be a bit of a bonus, because of course when you released what was an absolutely fantastic album, obviously when you issue it, you don't know what the reaction is going to be like.
No, exactly. And I mean, we sat on that for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
I think we recorded it summer 2019, and then because of COVID, we've decided very early about like we were going to just put it back till we could properly tour it, and then COVID went on and on and on and on, and like so we had to put it out at the start of this year or something. But yeah, I mean the reaction it's got has been incredible. The feedback we're getting is just off the hook, and like it's very nice to be on the sort of end of your list and things like that.
Sure.
I try not to pay too much attention, you know. That's what everyone says about it, you know what I mean? But, like,
God, you've got to enjoy it while you can, haven't you?
No, exactly. No, it's grand. It's a nice little bonus before Christmas.
So obviously you've got that. You're on the tour now with Bossk. So you started in Nottingham last night. Is that right?
Yeah, so we actually did a headlining show in Edinburgh on Saturday, just because we hadn't played in Edinburgh for 3 years.
And you had a great lineup because you had Kingwich and God Eater with you as well.
Kingwich and God Eater, so that was really good.
Was that a good night,
Yeah, fantastic. Probably a couple too many beers had afterwards, but you know, hometown show. But so that was grand. And then so Nottingham last night was great. Tonight's been ace, and then we're on to Birmingham, London.
Yeah.
And then I get to go hometown for Leeds, which is always nice.
Where are you playing in Leeds?
Brudenell.
Ah, brilliant, great.
So which is literally 5 minutes around the corner from my house. So that's always very nice. Yeah.
The one bed in the
own bed after a gig is delightful.
And then you finish in Glasgow, don't you?
Yeah. So last show is in Glasgow. Fingers crossed, because obviously there's a bit of stuff up in the air, especially with Scotland at the moment, with gigs and live stuff going ahead.
Yeah.
But so far, we've not had anything back today, and I think today was the cut-off for it. So hopefully that's still all going
Fingers
ahead.
crossed for you, man.
Yeah.
And then next year, obviously, there's no rest because you're on Arctangent and you've got Desert Fest in Berlin.
Yeah. So we've just got, I think that got announced last week for that, and we've got a couple of few other tours in the works. Can't say too much about them just now because they're not sort of confirmed, but we should be back out all over the place next sort of summer, spring sort of time. But way looking forward to Arctangent, because again that'll be a first for me. I've never managed to get down there. So,
nor me, but I'm going there
nice.
Next year,
and we did Desert Fest London a few just before COVID, like the last one they did, and they're
always great, aren't they?
Great, fantastic people, so super. I mean, Berlin's always fantastic. We played that on the last European tour, so to go out there and do that is going to be wicked.
Sure. So apart from that, I mean, obviously you'd written the latest album, as you said, you'd recorded it a year and a half ago. Are you already working on new stuff?
So there's a few bits and pieces in the works. I think what we're doing is we're probably going to use the first few months of next year, just to properly get a few initial tracks down. And then probably looking at recording. I think the discussions currently is doing a bit of post-production end of the year, and then pre-production, not post-production. That makes no sense. As I say, long day. But I think probably recording that start of 2020 maybe.
Brilliant. Great.
2020 is next year.
23. It all merges into one.
It's hard when it's New Year next week.
Yeah, absolutely. That's brilliant. Thank you so much for your time, Dan. Congratulations on a great show tonight, and I wish you all the best for the rest of the tour.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Cheers. Thanks for listening. Make sure you keep up to date with future episodes by subscribing to our channels. For more information on this podcast, or for all the latest music news, reviews, interviews and more, head over to our website, www.therazorsedge.rocks.